Hello, Beat Stevie. We are Dan Lejardin, and this is the symbolic. This is symbolic.
It is the final burning of the beats. Unfortunately, there's no actual artist in there.
Right, like the absinthe.
Oh, absinthe. Smell that.
You can snort absinthe, can't you? Get it here, get it here. If the bottle goes up, does it explode? The hardest way to make an easy living. That is how I described starting a label in 2005. Moving into 2008, I'd probably changed the word hardest into impossible. But back then, I never realised what else it would give me.
Born in 2004 to much acclaim, the bastard offspring of Warner Music's finances and Mike Skinner's ingenuity, the Beats was soon to become the favoured label of many, most notably Zane Lowe and Channel U.
Running a record label peddling CDs was never my intention. When I was younger, I used to want to run a 12-inch dance label. I remember painstakingly packaging up tapes, writing letters, presenting them in the best way I could afford, and deciding I'd rather work in Marks and Spencer's, which I did. Cut to many years later with some success, I met a man who actually got enjoyment out of the bits I hated. All the noise of running a label that wasn't music seemed to become musical with Ted the International Mayhem around. Even with Get Cunted written on his back. New news, fresh news in, just in, breaking news now. Ted Mayhem, have you been offered a TV contract with an agency representing Trevor Nelson and Zane Lowe?
I have actually, yeah, and they said, we think you're really great. Can you lose the kind of pale, unfunny guy? How do you feel about the Beats leaving?
I'm very upset, and I have my sincere condolences, and let's just hope there's life after death.
So Beats TV is a mere stepping stone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just using you guys, you know.
You're going to be an anchor man.
All I ever wanted, you know, was the fame, the glory, the cheap, slutty girls. Actually, that bit's true.
I'm going to miss him.
Whatever happened. At once, whatever happened starts receding. Panting and back on board, we line the rail, with trousers ripped, light wallets and lips bleeding. Yes, gone, thank God, remembering each detail.
We were going to have a short DVD message sent over from Example, who's currently in Australia, which isn't here now, but through the wonders of television, it'll actually be edited in just about there.
Dear all, at the Beats funeral. I'm extremely sorry I can't be with you today. As you can see from the really cool shades and the vest, I'm currently in Australia. It's been a long, hard, emotional roller coaster of a year, and to be honest, the glow of the sun outside is doing extremely well at hiding my pale mood today.
Yeah, I like it. It seems to work. Now, should we wish to ever kill anyone, it's a good system. I think the use of absinthe is quite ceremonial, really, you know. Much better than petrol or lighter fluid. It's like a big Christmas pudding.
The Beats has given me, flat out, some of the most exciting, scary and moving moments of my career. The difference between running around on stage and watching someone you've invested in on stage is massive. Spectating is far more nerve-wracking. The stage seems bigger, the silence is longer.
It was only in its third year that things began to falter. Example's album didn't receive the recognition or love from radio we had all hoped. Green was to be struck down by a number of mysterious illnesses delaying his album. And finally, the spiritual home of the Beats, this, the shed in which we are now all present, was robbed at gunpoint, leaving Magic Mill Rain permanently mentally scarred. The Mitchell's second album was stillborn, and the time left for the Beats was short. The Beats leaves behind a legacy of artists, and its greatest son perhaps in Beat Stevie, who we hope shall continue to flourish. I would like to take this opportunity for myself, Mike, and on behalf of the Beats as a whole to thank you all for the time and patience through the good times and the bad. You've all helped to make the last 3 years so memorable. We hope you've all had fun too, and though this will be the last time you ever hear of the Beats, we hope it won't be the last you see of us.
I'd like to sing a song now. It's the song of mine that most sums up the excitement, fear and emotion of running not just a label, but anything. Let's rent the shed, we'll do vocals in the bog. Call Toast PR, tell them we've opened up shop. Campaign meetings at Warner, no coke and not drunk. 3 years to make this work or look a joke and be broke. Flag their lawyers like the con with a dog. And there'll be no more spread scores, the drop and keep dropping. Settle my gross addictions with my net income. Tell my mum over tea that my whole life is fucking up. We got 250 grand in the budget to go. Subtract 5 for club promo. Lose 5 for a good video and 15 for a dud video. It's the hardest way to make an easy living. As long as we part each day, it's a bit nearer to delivery. We spent a fortune. Christmas goes by and it's the end fortune. We need to sell some records soon. It's the hardest way to make an easy living. As long as we part each day, just a bit nearer to delivery. It's the hardest way to make an easy living. As long as we part each day, just a bit nearer to delivery. It's the hardest way to make an easy living. Just sack off the beats, cause the Mitchells didn't sell records. Thank you very much, let's get drunk.
Cheap shit.
It's a really sad time. I'm gonna miss the Mitchell brothers' phone calls.
Talking of lateness, so yeah, as is the way with the Beats, everyone is generally an hour late. Fucking late.
Thank you.
That's it. The Beats is over. Gone in a ball of absinthe flame. Fitting. There's at least 400 of Green's mixtapes in there.
Don't you think we could have sold these CDs?
Yeah, but that's why I think it's better. We should just burn the stock, destroy it, delete it from the catalogue, never have it again.
If we could have sold them, we'd still be in business, wouldn't we?
Yeah. What do you think the Beats will most be remembered for?
I think we were different.
What do you think you've learnt from the experience?
Don't listen to the bosses, and if you're gonna be involved with music that isn't your own music, then it has to be someone else's. That sounds like one of those.
I like that.
No, but it sounds like one of those dodgy quotes, don't it? That actually doesn't make any sense, but it kind of does make sense.
Something quite hypnotic about
Yeah. Do you know why that is?
the naked flame.
It's because it's like genetically hardwired in our brains, because when we were obviously Neanderthals or primitive humans, when the fire was burning, it would mean that you weren't going to get attacked by animals, so you could sleep, which is why you fall into almost a hypnotic trance and you feel relaxed. It doesn't really work when you've done 8 pills though. But you're in kind of a trance anyway. I was thinking maybe we should throw the Beats lighter on.
That will explode.
Wouldn't that be exciting?
Will it explode?
Pressurised container full of flammable liquid.
No, it'll just pop.
All right. How long? Bets. A tenner, I reckon 5 minutes.
You think it's going to take 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I think it's going to take a minute. Starting now.
Madge, how long?
I say 2 minutes.
That was that was about 8 seconds.